Have you ever caught yourself smiling at an old photo and thinking, life just felt easier back then? Maybe it happens when you hear an old song, see a vintage movie clip, or walk past something that reminds you of childhood. And suddenly, without warning, your chest feels warm and heavy at the same time. That moment makes you wonder if the world was actually happier in the 20th century, or if something else is happening inside your mind. I want to start by saying this clearly, because it matters for your mental health. The past did not magically become better, but your brain is very good at editing pain out of memory. That feeling of happier times is not history, it's psychology. And once you understand this, nostalgia stops confusing you and starts teaching you something powerful about yourself. Here's a moment that will feel uncomfortably familiar to many people watching this. You scroll the news, see chaos everywhere, and quietly think, people used to be kinder. You remember slower days, fewer screens, and conversations that felt more real. And your mind jumps to a simple conclusion: the world changed for the worse. But as someone who studies human behavior, I don't fully agree with that explanation. I think what really changed is the way your nervous system experiences life. The 20th century felt happier not because it was safer or kinder, but because it was slower. When life moves slower, your brain has time to finish emotional processing. And unfinished emotions are one of the biggest sources of modern anxiety. In earlier decades, stimulation had natural stopping points. You watched a show, and it ended. You listened to music, and the record stopped. You left the house, and the world stayed outside until tomorrow. Today, there is no emotional off switch. Your brain is constantly scanning, reacting, comparing, and preparing. Nostalgia often appears when your nervous system is exhausted. It's not longing for the past, it's longing for rest. This is where many people misunderstand nostalgia and accidentally romanticize history. The 20th century had war, discrimination, and instability that we should never minimize. But your childhood brain did not carry adult responsibility, context, or constant threat awareness. So your memories feel lighter because you were lighter. One of the most interesting things I've noticed in my own life is when nostalgia shows up the strongest.